Go with the float. Hey, check this out. You and your friends are relaxing on bean bags and the slacker hangout when, oh, hey, this is pretty cool. Catherine turns her laptop around to show you a website. The first annual Founders Week parade. You know, Founders Week. There are carnivals, walkathons, concerts in the park, and this year they're adding a parade. Local schools and organizations are encouraged to enter floats to honor the brave men and women who founded our fair town. Let me guess, you want us to enter a float? I'm in. But if someone starts giving a speech about teamwork, I'm walking out the door. Is there a prize? What's our incentive for this? The warm glow of civic pride? Nah, we don't need that. Our incentive is getting to operate heavy machinery. I like heavy machinery. How about instead of a float, we make a giant mecha suit with the laser cannon? I have some schematics in my lab. That might be too ambitious, but I'd be down for building a float. Count me in too. Someone's got to keep Dr. Science in check. Great, I'll sign us up for the event right now. I'm totally going to do the princess wave when we ride in the parade. I better start practicing now. So what's our float going to be? Actually, I've got an idea. What do you think of our float? What do you think our float should look like, Dennis? Well, the theme for our float should be school spirit, the Wild West, futuristic robots, fairy tales. School spirit, man. It's neutral. Our float should represent us. Deck it out in our school colors, set up mini hangouts. OMG, teeny tiny classrooms would be so cute. The Founders Week parade is about community, and our school is our community. It's perfect. If we're going for school spirit, I could get the cheerleaders to make an appearance at the parade, and I can call in the football team. So it's decided, we're doing a school spirit themed float. Dennis is planning to build a parade float with some friends. How do you think it'll turn out? I'll call up Sakura and Autumn. I bet they'll want to help with the blueprint. What do we need plans for? Let's just wing it. You can't wing a large scale operation. Anyway, we can't start just yet. We still need to buy supplies. Yes, I knew today was going to be a shopping day. The float is going to look spectacular. You meet your friends on the quad to begin building the float. Now that we have all our supplies, let's get started. Yes, I'll go get my welding torch out of my motorcycle. Maybe not just yet. Deshaun, what's the plan? Deshaun unrolls a massive blueprint and pulls a laser pointer out of his pocket. If we divide into teams, we can get this float done before sundown. Sakura made a step-by-step plan for the building stage, and I marked each section of the float with color-coded animal stickers. It should be easy to follow if you ignore the cuteness. Within hours, a school spirit themed float takes shape, complete with mini hangouts, rosettes, and streamers in your school colors decorate the sides. Not bad at all. Wouldn't it be adorable if we had rabbits running around the float like tiny students? Adorable? Yes. Safe? No. Aww. Anyway, A+ job, everyone. Now, how do we get this float to the parade warehouse? You hear the school gates clang open and Ezra rolls up in his van. You rang? Ezra, what are you doing here? Yeah, I thought you were busy writing the hottest love song ever. I figured we need this van to transport the float, so I called him up. My van and I are at your service. Plus, I've got mega writer's block. I need a break. At the warehouse, you unhook the float from Ezra's van. Shadows seem to writhe and twist as your eyes adjust to the darkness of the cavernous warehouse. Found the light. Suddenly, the warehouse is flooded with light. You're surrounded by festive floats of all types. In the corner is a giant animatronic statue of Athena. That must be the Athena float. The hearse float is Max's head as a balloon. Classy. Max? Full of hot air? Sounds about right. Looks like this is going to be some parade. Totes. Now let's put the final touches on our float. Like somebody's going to sabotage our float. Dennis just built a truly epic float to enter in the parade, but can it outshine the other floats? After decorating late into the evening, you all pile into Ezra's van one by one. He drops you all at home. As you pull up to Peyton's house, oh my gosh, I knew I was forgetting something. Peyton pulls a cardboard box from under her seat. I didn't get to put this glitter on the float. Peyton, I saw you put a ton of glitter on. That was foundation glitter. This is finishing glitter. We have to go back. Relax, I'll head back to the warehouse and put the glitter on. Really? Yeah, don't worry. Get some rest. Tomorrow's a big day. Yay, you're the best, Dennis. I can't wait for the parade to start. I guarantee somebody sabotaged our float. It's the day of the parade. You and your friends are downtown waiting for the parade to begin. You sure you don't want to ride on the float, Autumn? Nah, I'll get better pictures of the parade from the sidelines. I'll be your assistant. I like to think I'm not so bad at photography myself. Great, I say we take a wide angle shot of Mia and the cheerleaders during their routine. Just then, a distant cheer goes up as Ezra begins playing his guitar at the edge of the crowd. You hear a familiar voice. Check out that float in the back. It looks like a pile of trash. Ugh, what's that noise? A kindergartner could play better than that. Oh, it's you, Max. And hi Lacey. Oops, didn't see you and your band of misfits there, Dennis. ... Whoa, what's that? You follow Bridget's gaze and see a house-shaped float moving through the crowd. Suddenly, Zero emerges from the front door and waves to you. Hey Dennis, long time no see. Yeah, haven't seen you since we helped build houses for places for people. And now that house-shaped float makes a lot more sense. Just then, the marching band strikes up a lively tune. Peyton grabs you by the arm. Dennis, get on the float. The parade's starting. The parade begins. Each float makes its way through the crowded streets as the marching band plays. Vendors selling food and crafts line the sidewalk. Julian snags a stray balloon and hands it to you. Enjoying the parade? Yeah. Selling through cheering crowds like I'm royalty. I could get used to this. Heh, looks like Princess Peyton already has. Hello, my loyal subjects. You are all so adorable, just like woodland bunnies. Sign. I never want this parade to end. I do. There's some blueberry cotton candy out there with my name on it. How am I supposed to engage in mindless consumption when I'm trapped on a float? I feel you. I just saw some epic carnival games. I need this parade to end ASAP. If we get the chance, I'd love to check out the used book sale near City Hall. You survey the cheering crowd and spot a few familiar faces. ... Look, isn't that Jack Carver? Ill, times 100. Hey, it's my sister. Hope, over here. Julian, say cheese. I'm sending this pic to Mom. You look like such a dork. You're a dork. Whoa, I think I see Professor Edwin. It looks like she's with a few friends. ... Teachers doing stuff outside of school? Weird. I can't wait for the parade finale. I heard it's going to be amazing. What is it? Not telling you. You'll just have to wait and see. Dennis is riding a parade float. Have you ever ridden on a float of your own making? Suddenly Cole's phone buzzes. She checks it and then leaps up to look around. What's up? I just got a tip from my friends and they said the police are on the move. You glance behind you. Several uniformed police officers make their way through the parade looking tense. One of them is barking orders into a walkie-talkie and casts a suspicious glance at you. It's probably nothing, right? Uh-oh, something's about to go down. I'm telling you, somebody sabotaged us. It always happens. Put Maxie on, and then we're moving. Joshua and Maxie run up to your float, waving their phones. Ho, didn't you get my text? You have to get out of here. What's going on? The man is here and he means business. But why? What's that have to do with us? You can't subject authority to reasoned scrutiny. They don't need a why. Technically they do. That's the entire basis of the social contract. Guys, it looks like the police are coming this way. Don't say we didn't warn you. Wait, but why? Joshua and Maxie disappear into the crowd. Maybe the police want to give us swag bags? Come on, a girl can dream. Somehow I don't think that's what they're here for. A few police officers catch up to your float and order you to halt. Several police officers beckon for you to get off your float. You can't make us do anything. This isn't the time, Cole. Come on. The moment you're on the ground, the police begin searching your float. This is the first time I've ever been sad to see a police horse. What do they want with our float? One of the police officers yanks a panel off your float, reaches inside and pulls a box of bottle rockets and fireworks out of your float. ... One of the officers just said that those fireworks are ours. How is that possible? We are in so much trouble. This is just like that episode of Star Journey when Captain, I don't know how to say that, gets caught up in the crimes of space bandit Lady Nebula. Someone taps you on the shoulder. Joshua and Maxie crouch beside you. The fuzz caught you in the act. What act? We didn't do anything. It's okay, it happens to all of us. Now's your chance to book it. I am not running from the law. Yeah, I'm sure this is all a misunderstanding. Joshua and Maxie just warned Dennis to go on the run. Think Dennis listened? Good luck, man. You're gonna need it. But we didn't... Oh, never mind. Josh and Maxie sneak away, leaving you behind. I guess we're on our own now. One of the police officers tells you to wait by the curb. The parade procession moves on without you. Well, I guess our parade just got rained on. I can't go to jail. There's no science in jail. This dude. A large box of fireworks is brought out of your float. You and your friends wait on the curb as the police finish their inspection. I can't go to jail. My delicate constitution won't survive being behind bars. It's gonna be okay, dude. Just breathe. My grandma is not going to be happy about this. Tell me about it. My parents are going to ground me for life. I'm sure we'll find I'm sure we'll be free to go once we tell the truth. We had no idea those fireworks were on our float. Ugh, wake up, Miss Prep School. They're never gonna believe us. We're doomed. Actually, maybe not. Just then, Professor Edwin pushes her way through the crowd. What is going on here? You and your friends sit on the curb, cowering under Professor Edwin's glare. What's all this? I don't know. The police searched our float for fireworks, and it looks like they found plenty. But the fireworks aren't ours. Unless I have a secret pyromaniac alter ego, then all bets are off. Soon Professor Edwin is talking with the police officers and casting angry looks your way. After a long, grim conversation, Professor Edwin returns. The police received an anonymous tip that your float had illegal fireworks stashed in it. They were ready to take you down to the station, but they've kindly agreed to let me handle disciplinary action until their investigation is complete. Sweet, no jail time. No jail for me. Will this go on our permanent record? Dennis's teacher just rescued Dennis from trouble, but at what cost? Thanks, Professor Edwin. Yeah, we really appreciate it. Don't get chummy with me. Having illegal fireworks on a school float, no less, is a serious offense. There are consequences to your actions, understand? We haven't done anything wrong, Professor Edwin. Those fireworks weren't ours. The police seem to think otherwise. They released you into my custody on the condition that I would be responsible for you, which means you're all going to be severely punished. That's messed up. Told you somebody sabotages. It always happens whenever all 3 or all 4 schools get involved. Professor Edwin does not look happy. The next day, you and your friends are called to the office after class. Well, this is it. How are you doing, Professor Edwin? You're looking really nice today. Is that a new blazer? Have a seat. There's a lot to discuss. You, Julian, and Sean, Cohen, Peyton, and Catherine stand in a row before Professor Edwin. She surveys each of you with a stern eye. Is there any chance of a pardon? I've never had detention. Me neither. There's a first for everything, especially when you're found with 23 pounds of dangerous fireworks and bottle rockets. Ouch. Like Dennis said before, that wasn't us. There must be a mistake. Don't worry. Anyone who was even tangentially involved with your float is being investigated. As I'm sure you are all aware, there is a lot at stake here. ... So, what are we in for? Hit me with it, Eddie. All of you are getting 2 weeks of detention. Oh, that's not so bad. And 50 hours of community service. Dennis just got detention. Does that suck or what? Since I have a vested interest in this matter, I will be personally overseeing your punishment. There must be a mistake, Professor Edwin. You know we would never do anything illegal. Actually, we've definitely... Oh, ow. Why do you pinch me, Julian? ... What do we do in detention? Write lines, face the wall, wear a bucket on our heads? Nothing quite that archaic. You will do your homework quietly or read. And your detention begins now. I can't believe I'm in detention. Cost 3,000 bucks. This is punishment. You and your friends sit quietly in an empty classroom doing your homework. Check it out. If you take the derivative of Professor Edwin shoots Nishana glare from behind their desk. Oh right, complete silence. Sorry, Professor. You work on your English assignment for the next hour until I'm going to step out for a phone call. Please continue as you are. The door swings shut behind Professor Edwin. Whew, she's gone. I still can't believe we're in detention. Seriously, how did all that contraband end up in our float? If we can just clear our names somehow. That's too much work. Let's just bust out of here before the professor comes back. That'll just get us in more trouble. We should figure this thing out now. Well, are we absolutely sure it wasn't one of us? If anyone has anything to confess, why are you looking at me, Nish? I'm not saying you did it, but you do have a certain history. Plus, your rebellious comrades tip you off about the police. You love fireworks and you don't seem surprised to be accused of a crime. That's because I'm used to it. Remember what happened when I first joined this school? Fine, you want me to play ball? Maybe you're the one who did it, Nishan. Whoa, maybe we shouldn't. You're always tinkering with explosives in the lab. How do we know you weren't messing with fireworks? Those were controlled chemical combustions, and by that reasoning, it could be any of us. Don't look at me. The float wasn't my idea. Technically, it was Catherine's. Me? But you and Peyton were the ones excited for the parade to end. This is getting us nowhere. This is stuck in detention with a few good friends, but can their friendship survive detention? Whatever. I don't care who did it. Just don't drag me down with you. It's too late for that. We're already in detention, and it's all someone's fault. Thanks for the info, Captain Obvious. Shh. Professor Edwin's coming back. Professor Edwin steps back into the classroom. You're free to go. Don't forget to report to detention tomorrow. And don't even think about getting into more trouble. Yes, ma'am. This is going to be a long week. You're doing detention time for someone else's crime. Are your friends at fault, or is there something bigger going on? Keep playing to find out.